Before we begin, let us take a moment to bring our hands together in veneration, our teacher, our master. He is the Father of loving kindness and compassion. He who found a way to free ourselves from all the shackles in this samsaric journey, shackles of sufferings, reminding ourselves the nobleness of our teacher. Let's bring our palms together in veneration, the Supreme Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay. Sorry about my voice. Since I've been traveling around the world, talking every day, and you might hear sometimes sounds. So I'm sorry if I break your samadhi, the contemplation. Right. Before we begin, I want you to come forward. Would you please come to the front seats? And because if there's a musical show, right, everybody takes the front seat. It's cold. Okay. Now it's fine. Like, anyway, try to make sure that I can see your faces. Otherwise, I don't know whether you will you understood what I wanted to convey to you. Can you see the board? Okay. Yeah. Right. Good. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming here today. So today, I'm just going to give you an introduction. And afternoon, from 1 o'clock, 1:30, you will meet my teacher, Guru Thero's session. So he will do the session till 3:30 or 4. And after that, you will have another 1 hour session from Dasa Thero towards the end of the day retreat. So that's our structure. So during midday, like after 11, you will get a chance to offer what you have to the Mahasangha. So that's something that you are getting rarely, because can you see Mahasangha? Mahasangha means the people who wear these robes, monks. Can you see monks every day, or you rarely see monks in your day-to-day life. Am I right or wrong? You rarely, right? So ladies and gentlemen, when I was in Italy, like 3 days ago, we went on alms round. So monks are doing alms round. Alms round means we have a alms bowl that we eat. We take the alms bowl and we go here and there. We roam around the city. So people will give some food, what they have. But the thing is, in Italy, nobody knows that when we go like that, so they can offer something. Nobody knows. So one of our devotee, one of our gentlemen who invited us to Italy, he was actually going and talking to all these people, explaining that you can offer something to them if you like. Would you like? If you like, you can offer something like that. So he was doing that part. So we went on the streets, in the major cities. So I just wanted to share with you some experience. One of that experience. So there was the gentleman who was actually he's a homeless person. He was begging for money to something to eat, and this our devotee, what he did, he just gave him 2 euros coin, and he said, you're begging right now, you don't have anything because you haven't given anything before. That's why you don't have anything right now. So now I gave you 2 euros. You have a chance to give. There are 2 monks, you can see they are coming on this road. If you can give something to eat for them, not 2 euros, they don't accept money. What you can do, you can buy something for them on behalf of, you can go to this there was a Bristol or something that I can't remember. Bar, that's what they call. You can buy something and you can offer if you like. So it's not a must. So if you are happy to do that, okay, you can do that. So ladies and gentlemen, he took the decision to give, and he went to the bar and he brought some, I think, a croissant or something, and he offered to us what he had, he got out of 2 euros, he offered that 2 pieces of croissant. The reason I'm telling this, ladies and gentlemen, now you know what happened. After that, our devotee has, he gave him another 10 euros. He said, see, because that you have given, I felt so happy about that. So I thought, okay, giving you 10 euros. There were some gangs of some young boys who were nearby, looking at this scene. What actually happened? They were talking about who is this bedsheet warriors, people wearing this it looks like a bedsheet, right? You wear a bedsheet, and then they were amused with what happened right now. You know what they did? They also went to the bar and they bought some another stuff and they started giving to put into the alms bowl. Somebody in the distance, there's a old lady. I think she was having a cigarette or something, smoking. She was smoking and she was looking at this. She also started to feel, okay, I should give something to these monks, and she gave whatever that she had in her bag, 2 oranges, and she put into the alms bowl. This, when she gave that 2 oranges, there's another homeless person. He saw that she is giving this, that homeless person decide to buy something and give it to the alms poor, put it to the alms poor. You know what? There's a cascade of reaction happen, one after the other, after the other, after the other. But this cascade of reactions are givings, not taking. Do you understand that? Now I have the question for you. Ladies and gentlemen, adding and multiplying, reduction and dividing, reducing or dividing, reduction or division, addition or multiplication. Shall I write it down? You can see there are two types of characteristics in these two groups. In here, it accumulates. Addition means what? Adding, getting, taking, grabbing, accumulating, hoarding. How about reduction? Oh, did you see these dots? It looks like same. This actually reduce, release. What do you think? Which one? Keep your mind like which group? This is group A and group B. Tell me which group makes mind relief? B or A? Relief, release, peace. B. Which one makes mind tighter, tougher, strong, solidity? Which one? A. What are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid, gas. So ladies and gentlemen, so this retreat, the day retreat that we are going to do, I'm going to blend Buddhist principles with scientific principles and Bible and everything together. Is it okay? Because then you will understand something. Otherwise, you will say, it's really good day. I had a good day, and yes, you can go home without taking anything, without contemplating anything, without realizing anything. So that's why I want you to interact. Can you interact with me? At least doing like this, like this. You know, it's essential to have that interaction, because this is the way that you can tell me, this is the way that you can tell me you understood or not. Right? Those who are like, madam, I can't see you now. Seated in the back. Can you see me? No, the last row. You can come forward. I think this, yes. If you can't see the whiteboard, then you can come.
Bhante, both A and B are attachments.
Yeah. Both A and B attachment, but which makes then lighter? Which one makes lighter? Relief, release, towards here. Letting go. So, got it? Right. We have three states of matter: solid, liquid, gas. Which one is tighter? Solid. Why? The bonds are highly dense, the aggregation level is high. The matter, the aggregation level, the atoms are closely packed. The bonds that create that, not bonds, the atoms that create the solid, right, actually have more atoms packed in a limited area. Do you understand that? That means it's tightened, aggregated. Which one is more release? Towards gas, it's release, 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 relief. The bonds are lighter. Do you understand that? Are we on the same page? Yes. You got it. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard about this hell, heaven? Hell, heaven. If you do good things, where do you go? Heaven. If you do bad things, where do you go? Hell, heaven. That's also like a heaven. Both
are same.
Both are same, but you go to hell, heaven. Ladies and gentlemen, when you do bad things means, when you do bad things, the bad things means, ladies and gentlemen, your mind is getting tighter and denser, and your mind is always like irritating. It's under pressure. That's the, when you do something bad to someone, how do you feel? You feel relief or you feel agitated? Agitated, isn't it? When anger happens to you, when anger comes to your mind, do you feel relief and relaxed and peaceful in your mind, or you are shivering? Huh? You try to release that, isn't it? You are trying to release something out from you when you get anger. Ladies and gentlemen, that tells you something. Now you are not released. When you get anger, you want to release. That means you are under pressure. Do you understand that? Agree? Ladies and gentlemen, when you get angry, that means you are under pressure. That means you are with high energy, aggregated, dense. Now tell me, from here, where is the hell and where is the heaven? Hell is in where? I mean, when you were small, from your grandmother or from the books or from Bible or anything, when you read about this hell and heaven, where does hell exist?
In your mind.
No, from the books. Huh? Yeah, right? Heaven. Where does the hell exist? Ladies and gentlemen, that's, you can't see hell, you can't see heaven, that's fine. But, there's a relationship between here. Do you understand that? Shall I write gas up? Otherwise, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is where hell or heaven? Hell. This is where heaven belongs to. Now tell me, if you want to go to hell, what do you have to do? More addition, more multiplication. If you want to relieve yourself, reduction and division, then what happens? You will go to, not gaseous state, I mean heaven. Do you understand this?
But you are saying hell and heaven is a state of mind, right? How do you
Actually, we'll understand this later. Right? You're right. When we say it's state of mind, but the thing is, right now, are you living on this earth or not? How do you know that you are living on this earth? Are you living here? Can you see me? Can you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Huh? Of course, well done. Then you are living here, isn't it? How do you say that? What is the instrument that you are using for that? To judge? Senses. Through senses, who is judging this? Your mind. The mind, mental activity takes the decision that you are living here, you are listening to me, now you are here, and this is in where? Where is this?
The manifested
City?
mind.
Manifested mind. That's the Auckland and all these things. Remember? Not remember, like, do you understand that? You use your mind. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the case. If you go to heaven, if you go to hell, it doesn't matter. Let's say you go to heaven. After some time, what will happen to you?
You will get bored of heaven.
Huh? You will come down to hell. Again, sometime you go to hell, come down to heaven. Sorry, hell, heaven, hell, heaven, hell, heaven, hell, heaven, hell, heaven, hell, heaven. So this is where you roam around. Throughout this samsaric cycle, either you add, either you reduce. What you were doing, ladies and gentlemen, accumulating and releasing. Throughout your life, you have accumulated so many things, isn't it? Since you were born, you have had so many things. You brought so many things into your life. Do you understand that? How many shoes you have at your home? Bante. How many clothes you have at your home? Do you remember that you bought those things? Sometimes I remember when I left my lay life, when I was cleaning our wardrobe, I found so many clothes I can't remember even we bought it. You will find something like that. You know, there's a treasure. You know, you can do treasure hunting in your wardrobe sometimes. At your house, especially, you know, our grandmothers and grandparents' house, they have a shed at towards the, like, at the backyard. They have a shed, right? I don't know what you call here. Attic. You can find so many valuable stuff that you were accumulated throughout your life in there. Now you don't feel a value. That's why you kept them in where? In the attic. Is it attic? Do you understand that? Sometimes you have projected a good value for that item and you brought it, and after that, now where is it? In the attic. Do you agree with me or not? Do you have this kind of experience in your life? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the life that we have been spending. Not only this life, but also previous life will be in the future life. Don't worry, if you go to heaven, then you have to work, ladies and gentlemen. You will accumulate. We don't know what our deities are accumulating, right? But you will start accumulating. Even you go to hell, you will start accumulating. Even you go to heaven, what you will do? Accumulating. It's like your mind is like a black box, not black box, black hole. You know, black hole, it attracts even it attracts light as well. That's why, you know, the scientists, that they say black holes have higher gravity. It attracts everything. So our mind is like black hole, attract whatever that it can.
A manifested mind.
Manifested mind can attract whatever that it can. Do you understand that? Ladies and gentlemen, tell me when this mind can be satisfied by doing this action. At which point do you think our minds will be at peace without accumulating? Satisfaction?
If you understand it is only an effect in reality, then it will no longer keep manifesting.
Yeah. But how about, what do you think? Can you be satisfied?
The manifested mind can never be satisfied.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't be satisfied with whatever that you do. You always will continue this journey again and again and again until you get what?
Bored.
No, you don't get bored, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Buddha, when Buddha come to this world, Buddha said that this ignorant mind, the mind that does not understand the reality, the mind does not know what is the functionality, why mind was actually born, that mind will continue this work until it finds out, why am I here? Now that's the question I'm going to ask from you. Why are you here? I'm not asking why you came here today, right? I'm asking why you became a human. You were born as a human. What is the purpose of your mind? What is the purpose of your life? What are you doing? What are you going to get out of your life? Explore. Any other suggestions?
Ever since I've been a fan of Buddha, ever since I have had some little bit of insight, I realized that the purpose of life is to encourage others to know about Buddha and to encourage them to strive for Buddha. So that is the purpose. Rest all doesn't matter.
Excellent. In your answer, you have said that, okay, we have to bring everyone to the Buddha. That's the purpose of your life. Encourage them to realize what Buddha has realized.
Yes, because...
Okay. Why do you say like that?
Because once a little bit of insight, you understand. I said that we get bored. Bored has to be understood very clearly. Bored because I'm missing out on what is the opposite of bored. So that aspect is so huge and so pristine and unity, not duality or multiplicity, that with that reference you see that we are living in fallacy. It's a kind of a dream world, but which we conveniently believe it is true.
True.
That is why so many shoes, so many clothes, so many houses, so many cars, so many wives, so many husbands, families, interactions, everything, experiences after experiences, everything stems from that entity-ship. And everything has that reference with effect. Everything is cause and conditions, giving rise to effects. Once one is able to comprehend that, which is easy and very complex as well, then it becomes very clear, neither I speak nor I listen.
Excellent.
I would say that there is no purpose of life. And life is empty and meaningless. And it is empty and meaningless to think that life is empty and meaningless.
When you realize that you don't have a purpose, then you are done with your job. Is it something like that you're saying? Okay.
I tend to say another thing is that one has to be very clear about what is 𝗃𝗃𝗁. Buddha talked about everything known and everything unknown is within the 𝗃𝗃𝗁, including the Buddha. So once one is able to blend with that, it's like a drop of water mixing with the ocean. Then it doesn't matter. So one is then the purpose, the question, the word purpose is also an effect. It is causes and conditions. So the purpose loses its...
Yeah. But the thing is, now, in the Monday Detox Your Mind, we'll discuss this deep. But none of these people can understand easily this deeper. So we have to go slowly. He's talking, so these two are coming to Monday sessions. What he explains is true, but in order to take you through that journey, I will use it simple. Is it okay? Okay. Right. Did you? That's good. Now warmer? Now better. Ladies and gentlemen, when I ask what is the purpose of your life, you have an answer. You have so many answers that these days I have these things, I have different purposes. Do you agree with me or not? These days I have this purpose, those days I had this purpose, yesterday, tomorrow I will have this kind of purposes. You have so many different purposes. Agree? But my question is, when are you going to be finished, completed, done? Enough? No. Never. Excellent. That means your journey never ending. That's why you have to go to work every day, isn't it? Why do you have to go to work? Money. If you don't have money, no honey. Not manuka honey, manika honey, right? No happiness, right? In order to be happy, then what you need? What you buy for money? Different colors, beautiful things, sound, music, taste, all these senses, whatever that you can feed it to senses, you buy using money. Agree or not? Then you have to maintain your body. That's why you have to eat, right? So you have to look after your children, you have to look after your partners, husbands, wives, and all these. You have a lot of duties and responsibilities under your head, on top of your head. So many responsibilities, so many duties. Agree? Ladies and gentlemen, look at him. He also had the same problem that you have right now. Now, does he eat? He's going to work? Buddha? Is he going to work? No. He's not working. Is he looking after children? No. Yes. He's paying. No. He doesn't exist now. He's looking.
He looks after the whole universe.
To what extent we can understand? No, I'm talking about that person who had these responsibilities, who had this whatever that you have, the responsibilities, duties, and so many things that you have right now. Okay, Buddha, don't you think? Does he have those things or not right now? No. He doesn't have to work, he doesn't have to eat, he doesn't have to go trips, and he doesn't have to buy clothes. I'm just curious, whom should you follow? Someone has completed the job or someone has not completed the job? If you are, let's say you are recruiting for a company or a project. Now you start to do that project. In order to understand the size of the project, what is the outcome, what should have to do, then what do you have to do? You have to look at someone who has done something similar and completed that. You can learn from him, you can learn from the past incidents that he has taken, the decisions, then you can understand, okay, this is the way I should govern this project. Do you understand that? You have to look after, if you are university, attached to university, we will say literature review. You have to review your literature, what has been done before. Right? You need to find someone completed those tasks that you are doing right now in order to follow that person. Otherwise, you are following someone who hasn't completed the task. Then would you be able to complete the task, or it will never ending story? It will be a never ending story. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody in this world, do they follow Buddha or do they follow Elon Musk?
Buddha is the only perfect.
Yeah. But people, everybody want to be someone like what? Rich, beautiful life, so many things under your ownership. You know that people are doing this part. Do you understand this? Accumulate, aggregate, hoard, keep, because you get pleasure or happiness out of doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been doing this for ages. Right now, the name that you have given right now, your mother and father, this is not the first time that you got this name, ladies and gentlemen. You got this name 1,000, 10,000 times, and you lived this kind of life in same Auckland, like this city, like this kind of city. Millions of times, but you forget everything. That's the nature of this trap, ladies and gentlemen. No, Swami, no, I can remember everything. I know. Can you remember what you have had 3 days before for your night dinner? You remember you had something, but do you remember what you had 3 days before dinner? Do you remember? No. Likewise, ladies and gentlemen, we don't remember our past incidents. 𝗂𝗃𝗃 samsaram. That's why. We don't remember our past events, incidents. We remember some of them that we really enjoyed. That's it. And after that, it's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been coming throughout this samsaric journey, eons and eons. Now you are a doctor or dentist or accountant, or you are doing so many activities in this world. You are a mother, you are a father. Doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. This will be just another life like previous if you don't follow what Buddha has followed, because proof is in the pudding. Why? Now he doesn't have all these duties and responsibilities. He's done. He's finished his job. I'm not asking you to become a Buddhist. I'm not asking you to become a Buddhist and understand this Buddha. No, ladies and gentlemen. There's a logic behind this. You don't have to become a Buddhist. You don't have to become a Buddhist. You don't have to become a monk. You don't have to become a Buddhist religious follower, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to, but you have to understand the truth. You have to realize the truth. You have to realize what is reality. Now tell me, ladies and gentlemen, will there be two truths or one truth? Will there be two realities or one reality? Will there be will there be two dharmas or one dharma? Will there be two philosophies or one true philosophy? What do you think?
Needs to be understood.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's one true philosophy that exists in this world. You will find that philosophy in all the religions, all the scientific findings, and even in Bhagavad Gita, Taoism, in Bible, Quran. It doesn't matter whether you follow different religion, ladies and gentlemen. All religions are guiding lights, are directing towards to understand the reality. So, day before yesterday, I had a chance to meet Pope.
Vatican City.
Yes, I was in Rome, and we had a chance to meet Pope, and we had a small chat in that audience, and then we had a chance to meet a Pope secretary for like 1 or 2 hours, and we discussed about this, what we are doing. Then what I said to them, ladies and gentlemen, I don't feel I am a Buddhist monk. I feel I am standing for the truth. I am doing something for the reality because I realized something from my teacher. I'm talking about the truth. The truth doesn't have any shapes. Truth doesn't have any religion. Truth doesn't have any ethnicities or difference because everybody has a mind or not. You are a body. If you have a body, then you have a mind. In that body, associating that body, you have a mind. Right? Do you have a Buddhist mind? Sri Lankan mind? New Zealand mind? Just I'm curious about this. Just I'm asking, this New Zealand cow, do they know that this is producing New Zealand milk? You know, freshly New Zealand milk. That's what you can see in the bottles, right? In British cows, they produce British milk. Italian cows produce Italian milk. But if you ask from the cow, are you Italian or are you British? The cow doesn't know that whether he is in Italy or he is in Britain. There's no grass that belongs to Italy, grass that belongs to the UK, and grass that belongs to Australia or New Zealand. But whatever that we have given the names to separate this world into pieces, ladies and gentlemen, this cow is actually standing on the... Cow doesn't know about these kind of things, variations. Cow is just producing milk, that's it. Do you understand this? Likewise, ladies and gentlemen, all these religions and all these ethnicities and all these belief set, they are talking about the same thing. That's why we name this retreat as Detox Your Mind. Because of the toxicants in your mind, ladies and gentlemen, we feel differentiation. We feel this, that, this. This is New Zealand, that is Australia. But if you remove water from the sea, then you won't be able to distinguish which is New Zealand, which one is Australia. Why? Huh? No division, it's the same world. Do you understand that? If you get rid of water, there's no countries then. It's one land. The Pope's motto, the different popes have different mottos. The current Pope motto is, in the thing, we are one. In the one, we are one. We all are one. Then I explained to that father that who brought us to in front of Pope, and I said that this is explained in Bhagavad Gita as well. This explains in everywhere. I don't feel a difference between all these things. Vasudeva Kutumbakam, one world and one family.
That is not translated across the world.
Huh? That is not translated, yes. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you need to realize the truth in order to understand what actually explains in all these things. When you realize what actually happens in this world, when you realize the theory behind everything, when you realize how your mind works, when you realize what actually happens, how do you feel things, that's the answer for everything. That's the answer for all your problems, ladies and gentlemen. You won't go search for solution for many problems because now you know how problems appear in your mind. You know Socrates? Yeah. Socrates, right? Yes. One of his, that, how do you call them, like, their theories, right? One of his theories is, you don't have to go and search for moon, you don't have to go and search for Mars, and you don't have to go and search for the other side of the world. You just have to search what actually happens in your mind. When you understand the logic behind here, then you don't have to search those things because those things manifest here. When I read that, my goodness, I felt like he's explaining the same thing what Buddha has realized, right? But he might not realize that, but he is explaining, okay, this is the solution. If you realize what happens here, then it will be the solution. Do you have problems or not? Day-to-day problems. Annoyance, negative emotions. You hate others, you don't like others. Arguments. Do you have them or not? Now tell me, where those things manifest? In your mind, ladies and gentlemen. If you understand how these problems appear in your mind, if you understand how these problems manifest in your mind, then that's the solution for what? All your problems. Do you understand this? Ladies and gentlemen, the problem is we don't know our problem is we don't know the real problem. When you know what is the problem, ladies and gentlemen, you find the answer for all the problems. Because anything to concern? Is it cold out there? Huh? No. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine. Huh? Manopavadam. Yeah, all good. Thank you very much. Okay, you need fresh air. Okay, now we have fresh air. Okay, refresh. Let's start again. Ladies and gentlemen, the problem here is our minds, that means us, doesn't have an idea what actually happens in this world. We have ignorance. We have misunderstanding about this world. We don't truly see the reality. we see a fake reality. We don't truly see the world as it is. That's why we have all these problems. People suffer, people feel sadness, stress, anxiety, depression, addiction. All these negative emotions are based on this fake reality. That means, have you seen crazy people? Crazy means the mentally disordered people in the mental hospital, right? Let's say there's a crazy one who thinks that he is a bus driver. Now he's crazy and he's a bus driver. What is his job now? Do you understand? He's a bus driver. Now he's where? He's in where? Mental hospital, psychic hospital, right? Okay, now he's driving a bus. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? Everybody sees that. To his world, he's driving a bus. But in reality, does he have a bus or not? No, he doesn't have a bus. But do you, like, he feels that he is having a bus and he is on the bus and he is driving the bus. Do you understand that? Clear? Clear about that? Let's say now he is telling, okay, I have a problem in the engine. This bus has a problem in the engine. Now, can anyone fix it? Why? Because there's no bus to fix. Do you understand that? Let's say another crazy man who's having the similar craziness. He is the mechanic. He is a mechanic. Not a mechanic, he is a crazy mechanic. Do you understand this? Now this bus driver, this crazy bus driver is he goes near to this crazy mechanic and say, brother, I have a problem in this bus. Can you fix it? Can he fix it or not? That crazy mechanic.
There's nothing to be fixed.
No. He's a crazy one. So he can fix it because why? In his mind, he's having the same mindset. Now, they are sharing the common world. Do you understand? I'm creating a logic here. Now, this crazy bus driver has a crazy friend who is crazy mechanic. Now, this crazy mechanic can help this crazy bus driver to fix the bus. Is it in the real world or crazy world? Crazy world. Agree? Do you agree with that? Because they both are crazy, so they should be, help each other. Then let's say there's a crazy president. He is thinking he is the president of this country. Which country? Crazy country. I'm not talking about New Zealand, ladies, and I'm talking about no, I'm not talking about any country. I'm talking about crazy country. Which country? This crazy land. The crazy land. He is the crazy president. Now he is addressing the gathering. When he addressed the gathering, all these bus drivers and all these mechanics and all the other crazy people stopped their work and looking at him. Because to them, he is their president. Do you feel something similarity with this in your life? I don't know whether you feel it or not, but there's some similarity, ladies and gentlemen. In this crazy country, there's a crazy currency. Their currency is stones, black color stones. So they pay when you prepare the bus, you have to pay crazy stones. Not crazy stones, stones. So that is the dollar. $1 equals 1 stone. So $2 equals 2 stones. Let's say, okay. Now they have this currency, they have the bank, they have the way to produce this money, and all these things are there. Do you understand this? Ladies and gentlemen, let's say the colony that they live together has the same craziness and everybody is in same craziness. Would they be able to come out from that craziness? Why?
Because they don't know that they are crazy.
Excellent. They don't know they are crazy. At the same time, all the people, all the living beings that they associate are having the same craziness. Do you understand this? Because of that, nobody is there to tell you, hey, sir, hey, madam, you have a problem. Even though, let's say, somebody come and tell them, see, you have a problem. I can see, you have the problem. We are okay. Because like-minded people get together and they like each other. Do you understand that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what happened to this world.
Collective karma.
𝗘𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Buddha has said, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗺 𝗠𝗵𝗺. Who said that? Buddha has said, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗺 𝗠𝗵𝗺. Buddha has said, all the living beings who hasn't realized the Dhamma, who hasn't realized the reality, are crazy. When he refers to that, he refers to us, isn't it? Do you understand that? Oh, are you an Arihatun Vahance? Are you become enlightened or you are not enlightened?
Nobody attends.
Yeah, I'm asking from the audience, are you enlightened or you are going to be enlightened?
Work in progress.
Huh?
Work in progress.
Work in progress, right? You're work in progress. Then definitely, ladies and gentlemen, we all have to be, according to the Buddha, we should be what? Somewhat crazy. But we don't know that we are crazy. Nobody is there to show us that the problem is in the mind, not in the outside world. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, since you were born, you have been pointing your finger towards the outside world and complaining about what they have done to me, what people have done to me. This one is the problem, this is the problem, that is the problem. You are directing your problems to the outside world, but actually the problem happens in where? The main problem is in your mind. Now you are looking for solution from where? Outside world. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, let's say you have a problem in, you have a defect in your backyard, let's say fence. Like a fence, your fence is broken. Let's say, where do you go to find, collect items to fix it? Woolworth? Barber shop?
Bunnings.
Or Bunnings? Huh? Let's say you are going to a pizza shop and asking stuff for your fence. Would you be able to find it or not? Why? Pizza shop doesn't have anything for that. Right? Okay. Everybody has a mind. There's a problem in the mind. Now that minds are searching solution from where? Atoms. Electrons, protons, neutrons. You didn't understand that. I'll explain. Have you done window shopping? You go here and there. Do you have Westfield here? Westfields? Okay, you know the shopping malls. When you go shopping mall near the shops, right? Your mind gets sick, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you feel some pressure to buy that thing that you see. you go window shopping first, right? You roaming around, when you're looking here and there, then you catch some point, it's beautiful. When you say beautiful, when you hook onto that, let's say cloth or something, your mind gets sick. Do you understand that? In order to cure for that sick, what do? You buy it. Now, which one got sick? Your body or mind? Mind. Now you're buying what? Clothes, which is made out of atoms, which is made out of electrons, protons, neutrons. So you have a problem in your mind, you're buying solution, you're taking solution from where? Outside world. Would you be able to find a solution or not? Permanent solution? No. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, each and every moment what do you do? You are doing same thing again and again and expecting different results. When your mind gets sick, you go and buy and you bring it to house, and you feel that satisfaction, that the delusional satisfaction, you feel that, and after some times it goes away, then you hunt for another thing. Ladies and gentlemen, your happiness, your satisfaction, your peace, inner peace won't appear in your mind as long as you are searching for it. First theory you need to understand here, ladies and gentlemen. This flower, you know this flower? Is it complaining about being here? Does this flower has an agenda to stay here, to stay here, to stay there? Oh. Which one that flower prefers, here or here? Can he exist here? Let's see. Hey, I'm going to take you out. Okay. Is it okay or not? Not about you. I'm talking about looking from this shoe, the flowers, like think about in the flowers attitude. Is it okay being here like this? Okay. How about now? Do they complain? No. Here? Okay? Here? Okay? How about you? How about for you? Your mind? Are you okay or not okay? Not okay. How about flowers' mind? Let's say flower has a mind. How about flower? Is it okay or not okay to stay here, stay here, stay here, stay here? Anywhere, flower is okay with that. Let's check whether flower is screaming. Do you hear the screaming? You know the tears from the flower? Because I'm taking out one petal by one petal. Can you hear the flowers suffering? No. Ladies and gentlemen, this explains something. What is that? This flower explains something. This flower doesn't have any agenda. All these atoms which is made out of this flower, this can we say this is a clump of atoms, bunch of atoms, energy aggregation, can we say like that? All these are collection. Understand? Agree? Do they have an agenda or no agenda?
No agenda.
That means they are okay with any state, isn't it?
Yes.
If I crush it, it doesn't matter. If I blend it, it doesn't matter. Let's say I make a juice out of it, it does not matter. If I put it back here, you say, but how about this flower, bouquet, these atoms, do they have an issue or they are okay with anything?
They're okay with anything.
Do you understand that? Okay with anything? Do you understand that? We can say aviññānaka, saviññānaka, anyway, like with the mind or not mind. I mean, with the living or non-living, it doesn't matter. I'm talking about whatever the energy that exists here. Do they have an agenda, or that energy aggregation is okay with staying there? How about these clothes, the curtain, and this room, this light, decoration? Whatever that exists here in this room, they are telling you a story, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know what they are telling? They are collectively telling you a story. We are at peace. They are collectively telling you a story. We are at peace. You are collecting pieces. Because of you are collecting pieces, you are not at peace. Since we don't collect and we stay there, rest in peace. So we are at peace and we are rest in peace.
But can we say, Swaminarayan says that they are at peace because they don't have any mind?
No. That's what I'm coming. Give me 1 second. Do you understand that? This case? There's no issue. Everything is perfect. What do you think? Tsunami is perfect or not? No?
It is perfect.
No, don't look at from your mind side. I'm talking about tsunami side. You know, tsunami, the huge wave coming towards the shore, is it perfect or not?
It's perfect.
I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen, that is perfect. There's no wrong with it. There's no right with it. Your mind has a preference not to have them. That's why you are saying that is wrong or that is right. I'm not talking about minds. I'm talking about this world. Do you understand this? This chair is not complaining about being a chair. And you are seated on this chair. The chair doesn't have a problem with you. Chair doesn't kick you out, isn't it? Chair is okay with you. Right? So this is you. Sorry, let's see. This is your mind. This looks like this. You know why? So many problems. Right? You know, tangled, so many knots, so many problems. How about this rest of the world outside? All the things except minds are at peace. This piece, this piece missing the piece. This piece missing the piece. You understand this?
Making pieces of peace.
Huh?
Making pieces of peace.
Making pieces of peace. Rest of the world are neutral. Environment is neutral, ladies and gentlemen. None of these environment, this environment is neutral and natural, and they are at peace. There's no issues. They are rest in peace.
The problem is only with the subject.
Problem is only with this little gentleman that exists within all these bodies. They have different problems and different problems and different problems. Because of that, these minds are having a huge problem. Because of that, are they at peace or not peace? Are you rest in peace or you are still having problems? Shall I tell you that you are not rest in peace? Show you. Shall I show you? Huh? Shall we? Are you ready? Ready? Okay.
Got it.
How long can you stay like this? Staring at me without doing anything? Taking your phone out, hearing, there's a car. They started the engine, right? Phew. Ladies and gentlemen, your mind is under pressure, exploring new things. You can't rest in peace because of your mind is under pressure to finding out senses. Mind is running behind senses. Do you understand this? Your mind is under pressure to sense something new. That's why you can't stay at one place without doing anything. Why do you go to work? Somebody answered that question. Why do you go to work?
Money.
For money? To be happy. Agree or not?
Keep us busy and happy.
Keep us busy. Ladies and gentlemen, shall I tell you something? I'm going to give you 10 million New Zealand dollars. 10 million. Would that be enough for you to live your next life, just eating, drinking, sleeping, and paying the mortgage? Would that be enough?
No more mortgage.
Huh?
No more mortgage after 10 million bucks.
No. No. I'm going to give you 10 million US bucks. Sorry, US dollars, let's say. No, New Zealand dollars. 10 million USD. Bigger. Best currency, 10 million USD. Never, what you call depreciate. Is it depreciate or devalue, right? So it's very resistant to devalue. So you have this 10 million.
Oh, you must give 10 million Kuwaiti dinars. It is the most expensive currency in the world.
Okay.
Kuwaiti dinar.
Kuwaiti dinar. Let's say we'll give you that 10 million Kuwaiti dinar, and everything is there. Can you stay at home without doing anything? Free food. You don't have to cook. You have the bucks there. It will be automatically deducted. You will get money. You will get food, whatever that you order, and you can just sit and relax and spend your day like this.
I will learn to create problem every minute.
What do you think? Can you stay like this? Oh, this will create anxiety. You know, people say, I have huge workload, that's why stress is there. Let's say you don't have huge workload. Not huge workload. You don't have anything to work.
That is precisely the reason why prisoners are given work inside the prison.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what exactly I told them. I had a chance to visit the jail in Italy. When we went there with other monk, so when we went 3 monks. When we went there, they were announced that okay, the 3 Buddhist monks are visiting for a session. So only 5 people were there in the room for this monk's visit. And then suddenly, the chairman of the jail, yes, we can say chairman, that lady came and we just discussed what we discussed casually with them, with that lady before we do the session. She was impressed with what I have said, and then you know what she did? She cancelled all the classes and everything in the jail, and she changed the whole room and she allocated another big hall, and it became a big session to jailers. In there, what I said, you're wearing the same cloth. I'm also wearing the same thing. You are getting free food. I'm also getting free food. You have a place to live. I have a place to live. I have to get get permission from my teacher to visit. If my teacher said don't go anywhere, so I will stay there. In the monastery, I don't want to go. Right? You get free medicine, I get free medicine. You are unhappy, I am happy. What is the difference?
You understand that everything is unreal, whereas they understand that.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, the thing here is our minds are not under realization. That's why we have this issue. That's why Elon Musk is also having stressful life, and person who doesn't have anything to do in their life is also having. I don't know whether when you stop your work, when you retirement, the day that you retire from your work, you start to feel that you don't have anything to do tomorrow. You know what you do? You start another business. Either you roam around the country, you go around Australia or New Zealand, or you roam around the country. Okay, that's another business. Or you will start. You will be the president of this organization and this organization and that organization. That keeps you busy. That keeps the boat float, because now you have something to do at least. Now tell me, are you working because for money, or are you working because it keeps you busy?
In a way, to be alive.
In a way that you feel that you are living. If I ask you to stay there in front of this wall and stay there for 18 hours, not 18 hours, don't worry, you won't stay, you will hang yourself 18 hours, but if you stay there for 1 hour, can you do that? Or you will look here and there, you try to, what goes other side and what happens here, you will seek something, isn't it? So remember last time I visited New Zealand, mid of this year, right? We met that time, yes. And we did this kind of session, and I went there to the monastery, and my teacher, you will meet him today afternoon. So I was going here and there, and I was actually thinking that I'm meditating, I'm doing that in the monastery. Then one day he came to me and he said, Mahinda Thero, I'm going to give you a challenge, would you accept? Then I said, okay, what is the challenge, sir? You have to stay in the meditation hall for 18 hours in one place without talking, without going here and there. You have to stay in one place for 18 hours. We'll give you food, we'll give you 𝗘𝗲𝗧, whatever, something to drink and everything. It will be provided. You just have to stay there 18 hours. Would you accept that challenge or not? Then I accepted that challenge, ladies and gentlemen. You can ask from him. You know what happened? First 2-3 hours, I was contemplating and I was okay. And after that we had a 𝗘𝗲𝗧, and somebody came and gave us 𝗘𝗲𝗧. 𝗘𝗲𝗧 means something to drink. And yes, and I have the water bottle with me. You can go to toilet and that's it. That's allowed. Ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine how many times I touch my water bottle? I drink a lot of water. That is the only thing I have to do. Do you understand? To survival, I have to do something, right? So only thing I can do is what? Go to the tap and fill the bottle and come there, sit and drink. Time to time, 5 minutes, drink. And then, the meditation, you have this walking paths, tracks, so you can walk. So walk here and there, check the time, still 16 hours to go. Sorry, 10 hours to go. Come back, come and move forward and come back, again look at the time. 10 hours to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I felt like I should hang myself. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't contemplate. You can contemplate up to some extent, but after that you start to feel this pressure that appears in the mind. You haven't done this kind of experiment, right? Try. You don't have to stay 18 hours. Just stay 1 hour, right? Without doing anything and stay here like this. I bet you can't do that. That's why our minds are undervexed. Our minds are under suffering. Your minds are undervexed. Always under pressure. In search of something new. Do you understand or not? You will find many things in this world, ladies and gentlemen. Still, you haven't done your job. You are searching something again new. I can attest you. I can confirm you, ladies and gentlemen, you won't find something out of this. Like something done, because you will search more different things. How many songs have you listened so far? Countless. How many notes you have? Major notes. 7. Out of 7, and then the black color ones, you can, let's say 13 or 12, I can't remember now. 12, right? Out of these 12 notes, you can create millions of variations, isn't it? Right? When you create, because of this millions of variation, ladies and gentlemen, you won't be satisfied, because you will think, something else, something new. So many songs, you won't get satisfied, because you are undervexed. You are searching for happiness. You are in the search of something new. Do you understand this? You're looking for something, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking for something new in this world. Agree? That's why you can't stay at one place looking at this wall, because you are searching. You think what? You need a variation. Why this this bouquet is colorful? Why they decorate like this? You can have same color flowers. What is good? This one or same color flower one?
Both.
What do you think?
This one.
This one is more vibrant, right? I mean, when you look at, like, if you have a variation, you prefer that variation. Diversity. You need diversity. Do you understand this? You need to feel this diversity. You need to feel the difference. You need to feel this change, difference.
That's why people have one son, one daughter. The guy having a daughter likes to have a son. The guy having a son wants to have a daughter. So then they say it's complete. I'm just hypothetical.
Hypothetically, you can say complete, but then you will say, no, I would have another one and see.
There are other individuals who
Oh, yes.
can have 15 and they're not happy.
Yeah, even after having 17, they're not happy.
Don't worry, even after having 10 million, what?
10 million dinar.
Kuwait dinar, you won't be happy, ladies and gentlemen. You will be in search of what? Happiness out of new things. Do you understand this? Right. Ladies and gentlemen, now this is the game. If all things are same thing, how to find new things? Do you understand this? If everything is made out of same thing, how can you find new thing?
In fact, there is nothing called new thing. Everything exists in the Dhammakaya. It is as and when people try to find things, but there's nothing new.
That's why I want to think now. Let's say all the things are made out of same thing. Do you have things in your house? Can you hear? Clear? Do you have things at your house? All these things are made out of electrons, protons or neutrons. Agree? Can you find something that does not made out of electrons and protons and neutrons? Can you find something that doesn't made out of electrons, protons, neutrons? Do you have anything? Huh? You are collecting objects for happiness. That's why I am asking. You collect so many things. You collect things, right? You go and search for new experiences out of new places. Okay, those places are made out of what? Electrons, protons, neutrons. That means, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, you can say everything is made out of what? Energy. Do you understand that? Everything is made out of energy. If everything is made out of energy, can you try to create something new from the same thing?
We say that everything is energy in transition, made out of energy. Energy in transition, because it keeps changing, it is flowing.
Yes.
So whether it is static, dynamic, doesn't matter.
My teacher will explain to you about the theory of everything. So I am just giving the introduction here. You will understand that. Now tell me, ladies and gentlemen, if everything is made out of same thing, can you try to find something new?
You can create in your mind.
Then you have to go crazy.
The creation, just before the example which you gave, creation is out of the mind, but the creation is static. It has got nothing to do with you. It is the problem with the mind. It's a defiled mind.
Is actually sensing that you are sensing new thing.
He has created something, but the creation is itself at peace. It has got nothing to do with
Nothing to do.
Exactly.
Exactly. Now tell me, ladies and gentlemen, all these things are made out of electron, proton, neutron, isn't it? Do you understand this? Energy, 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 everywhere you can see energy. How about your body, ladies and gentlemen? Is it a completely new thing, or is it a collection of what you have taken in? Do you eat something? Do you eat? Mangiare?
Yes.
No. Mangiare? That's Italian. Huh? You eat, right? Okay. Do you eat energy or something else?
Nutrition.
Nutrition means what? Energy. This made out of what? Energy. This made out of what? Energy. How about this? Energy. How about this? Energy. Now tell me, ladies and gentlemen, everything is made out of what? Same energy. Do you understand this? When you don't know, when you don't realize in this way, now your mind is searching for something new, because your mind is having an idea that new things exist in this world. You have an idea, new things can be found from this world. That's why you are searching for that. Do you understand this? Something new. You can find something new. You feel a difference between red color and blue color, yellow color, because you think the blue color, red color, yellow color exist in this world. What I mean by exist means, you know, this flower is yellow, isn't it? That means all the electrons in this petal is yellow, isn't it? This flower is yellow, isn't it? Do you understand? Flower is yellow color. Agree? That means all the electrons, protons, neutrons are yellow color. Then how come this flower is yellow then?
We see yellow, but doesn't mean that the flower is yellow.
Oh, that means in reality, whatever that exists here is colorless, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, whatever that exists here is colorless, but we see as colorful. As a result of that we think we have created something new here. Not we have created. You didn't understand?
How you perceive?
It's yellow because it has a dye.
Huh?
That's making it yellow.
Okay, let's see. You have a dye, right? The dye is yellow color?
Yes, the dye is yellow. The atoms of the dye is
Yellow color?
yellow.
Wait. Atoms in the dye is not yellow color, madam. Atoms in the dye can absorb some frequency of the light. That creates, the color is something that created in the mind based on the frequency that emit from here. actually this flower is not yellow color. Have you ever seen this flower without your mind? Or without from your mind, just come out from your mind and see. Have you tried that? You can't. We can't do that. But if you see this world with not your mind, ladies and gentlemen, you will find that all these things are colorless, tasteless, odorless, and these are just aggregation of atoms. Do you understand? I agree with you. We all see yellow color. Do you see yellow color? Agree? Yellow color? Even though we perceive yellow color, but in reality, whatever that exists here are not yellow color. They are just collection of atoms. Yes, you can ask the question. No. Yeah. Okay. When you see yellow color, you think yellow color is in the flower. On the flower, petal is yellow color. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, flower is not yellow color. Whatever that exists here is that aggregation of atoms. They are not yellow color. But this aggregation plus light plus your eye creates yellow in your mind. Whatever that you see right now is the creation in your mind. Do you understand that? Now tell me, is there a new thing here, or just, let's put gray color to perceive like something. This is gray or not? I mean, when you come out from your mind, this is gray or not? Gray means no color. I'm talking about. No color, no color, no color, no color, no color, no color, no color.
It's too bright to be grey.
Too bright to be gray. Yes, everything is colorless. Do you understand this? Now, can you create new things then? New things? Ladies and gentlemen, different shape doesn't mean it's a new thing. Have you played with Play-Doh? Play-Doh. So you can create different structures out of the same Play-Doh, isn't it? Is it different things or same thing? Same thing, different arrangement. Do you understand this? It's like cake and cupcake. Butter cake and cupcake. Cupcake are the same batter put into the cup shape. And you say what? This is cupcake and that is butter cake. I don't like cupcake. I like butter cake. Or you can say I like butter cake rather than cupcake. But the person who bakes them knows this is. Have you brought things from the bakery? You say I want this, 2 of them and 2 of this and 3 of them, right? You know that the person who create them, the baker, he doesn't create new product. He just change the shape and filling the same thing in the inside, and different shapes can create what? You say, oh, this is the submarine, this is that marine, this is. You know, so many variations of food, but same ingredients. Do you understand this? Likewise, ladies and gentlemen, this world does not contain any novelty. Everywhere you will find energy. And the funny thing is that energy is free. That energy doesn't have any agenda to stay here, to stay here, to stay here, to stay here, stay here, stay here. Anywhere they are okay. Do you understand that? Remember I told about that only mind has the problem, all the other environment is free. Understand? ladies and gentlemen, the problem here is this mind is ignorant. This mind is ignorant. Mind has an idea. Mind can experience new entities. Because of that, now mind is searching for new entities. What do you think? Mind would be able to find new entities, or same thing everywhere? Huh? Everywhere will be same. When you are searching for something, are you happy or unhappy? Do you have peace in your mind when you are searching for something? Looking for something, longing for something, expecting for something, are you at peace or unrest, distressed, or whatever? There's no rest in the mind. Do you understand that? Likewise, this mind has a wrong idea. New entities can be found. As a result of that, now mind is always searching for novelty, new entities. Poor mind won't get nothing out of this. No new things. Always it's illusion like new thing, but nothing is new. Everything is same thing. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, when you buy a phone or something, you feel that you got something new, isn't it? How about after 3-4 days? Do you feel something new, or it becomes accustomed? You accustomed to that difference now. What do you think? You get accustomed and you are okay with that, huh? And then you are searching for something new again. Would you find something new, or you find something same thing with different arrangement? iPhone 15 and iPhone 16. The people are complaining about that. It's the same thing with different arrangement. But you know what? A person who is in the front queue to buy a 16, right, has iPhone 15. He thinks iPhone 15 is now old. iPhone 16. I'm not against with iPhone, right? You can buy something, it doesn't matter. But I'm just explaining this. Our minds are under pressure, ladies and gentlemen. This mind is searching for something that does not exist in this world. Exist means, I don't say that nothing exists here. I mean, something exists, that is energy, but you won't be able to find new things. Do you understand that? Everywhere you will find the same. Who created this world?
You and I.
God. God created. Why are you laughing? God created this world. Agree or not? If you believe in Christian or something, no. Ladies and gentlemen, if you understand what is God, who is God, and what is the principle of this God, then you will say yes. Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen energy? Energy? Have you seen energy? Can you draw energy? Is energy a person? Person? Energy is a person or not? Person? Can you personify energy? No. Can you draw energy? Can you give energy? Can you draw energy? Ladies and gentlemen, it's like a ghost then, isn't it? You can't see, but you know it is there, isn't it? Agree? Have you seen God?
God has got same
Is God is a person?
God has got the same problem as we have.
No, God doesn't have any problem because God is not a person.
Most free.
No, God is not a person. It's in the Bible as well. God is not a
It's
person.
like an energy, a positive energy.
No.
No?
God means the energy, not positive energy. There's no positive energy, there's no energy, negative energy. God is the energy. The energy processing mechanism is what we call as God, and that's the logic, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it a free spirit? No. Free, what a free spirit.
No.
So where did the energy come from?
According to the science, energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed. Energy can be converted into another form.
But we don't know where it came
The question you ask where it came from is the problem, because it didn't come from something.
from. It just exists.
It's the only thing that exists.
It has always been there.
It's been there. Free energy without any form, without any shape. Because of the ignorance in the mind, it has given this form and shape. And ladies and gentlemen, when we go deeper, we have discussed these things in the Monday sessions. Mind is also what?
Energy.
Energy.
Manifested.
Manifestation means, ladies and gentlemen, you will understand in the afternoon, our teacher will explain all these things. Mind is made out of energy. That energy is always what? Flowing. The world is an energy flow, ladies and gentlemen, nothing else.
Flux.
It's flux.
Is it the difference between a dead body and a living body? Sort of a no energy, a conversion of energy?
No, dead body also aggregated energy is there. Mind energy is not there. In a living body,
That is physical.
sir, actually physical and mental you can't separate, because physical means aggregation level is high. Energy aggregation level is high. Mental means aggregation level is low.
So what you say is there's no difference between matter and energy.
No. Energy is matter, matter is energy. Aggregated energy we refer to as matter.
E is equal to MC square.
E equals MC squared.
What do you mean by really aggregated?
Aggregator means because of the attraction forces, energy is getting aggregated and densely packed.
That's particle. That's the physical matter.
No, no particle.
You sort of you try to destroy the physical sense of it.
No, sir. When you say atoms,
Yeah.
our minds perceive it as entities.
Yes.
But actually there's no entity, it's an aggregation of energy. That's why atom can be destroyed, atom can be relieved from that energy.
So if atom can be destroyed, that cannot be energy. Energy cannot be destroyed.
No. Atom can be destroyed means like it can be released, that energy packed. It's not some, have you seen, the cloud? I'm talking about the principle. Water vapor aggregated, you can see what? When water vapor get aggregated, what you can see? Cloud. Is there a cloud there? Is there a cloud or aggregated water vapor? Tell me. Aggregated water vapor. Likewise, free energy doesn't have any shape or form, but when they get aggregated, it creates a form. That's what we perceive as atoms. Do you understand that? Actually, there's no separated entities in this world. All are aggregation of energy. This is what 𝗃𝗃𝗁𝗵𝗃 𝗪𝗏 means. Energy get aggregated, it create a manifested a form. 𝗪𝗏 means, that's the meaning of 𝗪𝗏. That's in Pali. 𝗃𝗃𝗁𝗵𝗃 niyujjati. When it release, there's no atom. You can't find an atom.
I think he asked about the dead and the living. The dead people, ultimately, it reduces to sand, the earth. So ultimately, that is also energy. But that energy is always in the state of flux. Today, as we talk, so many people will die. Today, so many people will come into being.
But when you realize this game, ladies and gentlemen, you won't feel there are people, there are entities, there are persons. Because in reality, energy flux process happens. That's what Buddha say. When you enlighten, you go beyond the death. You don't feel death as a death. You are not afraid for death because you are come out from the death experience. Okay, thank you very much.